So this is exercise 22A, question number 7. The upper part of a tree broken over by the wind makes an angle of 45 degrees with the ground. And the distance from the root to the point where the top of the tree touches the ground is 15 meters. What was the height of the tree before it was broken? Okay, so let me show you a diagram, representing the situation. So how would the diagram look like? Pardon my drawing. So हे tree है. Okay, हे tree है. Okay, this is the tree and this is the ground here. Okay, हे ground आहे. आता काय झालं, स्टॉर्म मुळे ट्री कट झालं, मोडल्यावर काय झालं, ते आडवं पडलं. सो द ट्री fell down like this. Are you getting this? And it makes an angle. हा जो angle दिलेला आहे with the ground, it is given to be 45 degrees. A very typical angle, very simple. Okay, so असा आहे. So you don't have to draw the tree and ground like this. You will draw a simple diagram representing the situation. Now what you have to do basically, see, 45 degrees is given and the distance between the foot of the tree to where it touches on the ground after falling is also given. So to distance दिलेला आहे 15 meter. Are you getting this? समजतंय? So what was the height of the tree before it was broken? So let's say if the height was capital H initially, okay, तर ते त्यातला जो broken part आहे तो पार्ट आहे, लेट्स से काय ए म्हणूया, आणि जो आता जे ट्री उभं आहे तो पार्ट आहे, लेट्स से बी म्हणूया. आर यू गेटिंग दिस? असं काहीतरी आहे. तर बेसिकली यू हॅव टू फाइंड एच. तुम्हाला लक्षात येईल एच इज नथिंग बट ए प्लस बी. तुम्ही ए आणि बी ऍड केलं, कारण हा जो ब्रोकन पार्ट आहे दॅट इज सेम एज दिस ना, हाच आहे ना, ए सेमच आहे. त्यामुळं आपण काय करूया, विल डायरेक्टली ड्रॉ द डायग्राम representing the situation now. So this is question number 7. Let us draw the diagram as usual. So मी आधी हे ट्री जे आहे ते डॉटेड पहिला पार्ट काढतो हा. This part is standing and this part is broken. Do you understand काय चाललंय? तर हा आपण ह्याला नेमिंग करूया. So this is, let's say, A, this is B. Okay, आणि हा जो B आहे तो इथे होता B dash original. Okay, so this is C. So B dash C is same as BC. Do you understand काय होतंय? जो वरचा पार्ट पडलाय ना ट्रीचा तोच खाली इथे झालाय. So B dash C is the part of the tree which is broken and which fell down to make an angle of 45 degrees with the base, with the ground, and hence B dash C is equal to BC. हे समजायला पाहिजे तुम्हाला. हे समजलं तर क्वेश्चन खूप सोपा आहे. And then the distance between the foot and the tree where it touches the ground is 15 meter. त्यामुळे आपल्याला AB पण ऑलरेडी दिलेला आहे 15 meter. Angle is also known. So what you have to find, basically you have to find AC. AC find out करायचं आहे आणि BC find out करायचं आहे, and then you add them to get the height of tree. हे समजलंय का? लॉजिक समजलंय का सगळ्यांना काय करतोय आपण ते? Very good. Okay. लिया in right triangle BAC. Okay, tan वापरा. Tan 45 degrees is equal to perpendicular upon base. Tan 45 happens to be 1. So perpendicular is nothing but AC and base is nothing but AB. So this implies AC is also 15 meter. याला statement 1 में. AC पण किती आला? 15 meter. Our task is to find BC. Now if you know the base and you have to find the hypotenuse, which trigonometric ratio you are supposed to use? Cos. So again, in right triangle BAC, cos 45 degrees cos is what? Base upon hypotenuse. Okay, so cos 45 degree किती असतो? 1 upon root 2 असतो. So 1 upon root 2 is base, that is AB, and hypotenuse is BC. So this implies BC आपल्याला find out करायचं. So this implies BC is equal to AB, that is 15 multiplied by root 2 होणार आहे. So BC is going to be 15 root 2 meter. This is statement 2. Now, since B dash C is equal to BC, okay, cut part of the tree, okay, cut part of the tree. Cutted nahi वापरायचं बरं का, cutted is not the past tense. Cutted, putted, cut part of the tree. So B dash C is equal to BC, right? So basically height of tree क्या येणार आहे? So height of the tree is equal to AB dash, that is AC plus CB dash, B dash C, whatever, B dash C, that is 15 meter plus 15 root 2. Okay, so that is 15 तुम्ही common घ्या, 1 plus root 2 म्हणजे 1.414 root 2. See, you can't rationalize this because it's not a denominator. So 1.414 घ्या, so you get 15 multiplied by 2.414, and now tell me the height. Decimal मध्ये येईल. 15 into 1.414, sorry, 1.414. Tell me what do you get in meter, and try to find the answer up to 2 decimal places after rounding off.
36.10.
Sorry,
36.21.
so 36.21. 36.21 will be the height of the tree. 36.21 meter will be the height of the tree. Is this clear? समजले सगळ्यांना? 8th one करूया. So what is 8th one? The angle of elevation of the top of an unfinished tower at a point distance 80 meter, at a point distance 80 meter of, ठीक है, at a point distance 80 meter from its base is 30 degrees. So angle of elevation means you are looking up, line of sight will go up like this. Okay, line of sight is the hypotenuse. आणि हा जो distance 80 meter दिलाय, that will be the horizontal distance from the base. How much higher must the tower be raised so that its angle of elevation at the same point may be 60? Okay, the tower ha construct hotoy, it is still under construction. So हे बघा, question मध्ये there are two right angle triangles. Try to understand the diagram. बघा मला सांगा तुम्हाला समजतंय का? So let's say this is the tower. Okay, this is the tower which is finished. इथपर्यंत फिनिश झालाय तो, आणि जो टॉपचा जो पार्ट आहे तो मी डॉटेड काढतो मुद्दाम. इट इज नॉट फिनिश्ड, अनफिनिश्ड आहे हा. ठीक आहे. So let us call this base of the tower as A, till the finished part as A, and let us take a point on the ground horizontally from the base as P, or whatever. You can take P also, whatever you want, and this is 90 degrees. So when you look from the point P to the top of the finished tower, right now जेवढा finish झाला तेवढा, that is going to be 30 degrees. Now when this top part will get completed, let's call this as C. So obviously when you join this, right, when you join this, you will get 60 degree. So हा 60 degree यायला पाहिजे आपल्याला. Logic कळलंय काय ते? From the same point. So basically you have two right angle triangles, and then you have to find the height of the tower, the distance from the base being 80 meter. आपल्याला सनी काय विचारले क्वेश्चन मध्ये, how much higher must the tower be raised? त्यामुळे टोटल हाईट नाहीच विचारलेली आपल्याला. आपल्याला त्यांनी AC विचारलेलं आहे. हाऊ मच हायर द टॉवर मस्ट बी रेज्ड. आपल्याला AB तसंही फाइंड आउट करता येणार आहे इझिली. सो लेट अस let us use the smaller triangle first, and then we can use the larger triangle. Question 8 hai. This is question 8. So in right triangle ABP, yes, you are going to use tan. So you can say tan 30 is equal to perpendicular upon base. Tan 30 is 1 upon root 3 is equal to AB upon BP or PB, whatever, AB upon BP, right? So BP is 80. So AB is going to be 80 upon root 3 meter. Always remember you have to rationalize it. So you have to write 80 root 3 upon 3 meter. Okay, keep it as it is. Asas thevata, don't try to simplify it. Okay, so what do you get now? In right triangle, larger right triangle. In right triangle, CBP, barabar? CBP, correct? What do you get? Again, you will use tan 60 degree is equal to BC upon BP. Is that correct? That is BC tan 60 as to root 3. So BC upon 80. So this means BC is equal to 80 root 3 meter. Barabar? 80 root 3 meter. But how much high is nothing but AC. So AC is going to be BC minus AB. Do you understand? Collinear points. What is AC? BC total height minus AB, that is the finished height. So you get 80 root 3 minus 80 root 3 upon 3. Barabar? So this is going to be 240 root 3 minus 80 root 3 upon 3. म्हणजे किती येईल सांगा 160 root 3 upon 3. डिवाइड करा आणि मला आन्सर सांगा किती येते. रूट 3 ची व्हॅल्यू 1.73 घ्या. सो 160 into 1.732 घ्या. 1.732 upon 3 and tell me what is the unfinished height. Tower must be raised to. The tower must be raised to. How much higher? Raised to nahi, raised by. Raised by. सांगा डिवाइड करून किती येते. 92.34 मीटर एवढं अजून टावरची हाईट इन्क्रीज करायला लागेल तरच तो अँगल ऑफ एलिव्हेशन 60 डिग्री होणार आहे. फ्रॉम 30 इट विल बिकम 60 degree. Okay, have you got the concept? You don't have to find the total height of the tower. You have to find what needs to be increased. 92.37 367. So yeah, rounding off will give you 92.37 meter as an answer. Okay, all right, let's do the next one. We will do ninth one is okay. Let's do the ninth one. At a particular time when the sun's altitude is 30 degrees, angle of elevation basically, right? This is angle of elevation. The length of the shadow of a vertical tower is 45 meter. Calculate the height of the tower. Okay, I will draw the diagram here. You can do the calculations. So the diagram will look like this. Sun इथे आहे. This is the sun. This is the tower. This is the ground. So sun चे rays असे येणार आहेत. This will be the shadow. समजते? This is the shadow. This is the tower. Okay. You don't have to draw the sun and this, but make sure you draw right angle triangle. So height of the tower is given as 45 meter. Okay, and altitude म्हणजे angle of elevation, mark that altitude is not in in terms of height, actually it is the angle of elevation, it is 30 degrees. Okay, can you find the height of shadow? Obviously height of tower, sorry, height of shadow dile ka, sorry, length of shadow dilele, sorry sir. So length of shadow, name it A B C. So length of shadow is given as 45 meter. Find the height of tower at this point. Do it. The height of tower happens to be 15 root 3. That is 15 into 1.732 meter. 25.98 meter. Okay. Okay.
सर मग ते 26 ला व्हायचं का तसंच ठेवायचं?
नाही तसंच ठेवा, 25.98 तसंच ठेवा. Now the length of shadow of the same tower. Now the height is fixed. हाईट काय आता फिक्स्ड आहे. आता तुम्ही घाबरायचं नाही, हाईट कॅल्क्युलेशन करताना 15 root 3 घ्या. Do you understand? So now draw a new diagram. So the height of tower is 15 root 3 meter. Okay, so height of tower 15 root 3 ala, A, B, C again. Now you have to find the length of shadow if the altitude is sun's altitude is 45 degrees. So it's very easy. In the first case, it is going to be same 15 root 3. That is 25.98 meter. Because 45 degrees la base and perpendicular same asta. Tan, you will use tan. But in the second case, you will use 60 degrees now. So 60 degrees ahe. So length of shadow will increase now. 15 root 3 meter hai. Height of tower. What is the length of shadow? Tell me. A, B, C. No? Tell me what is this. Okay, so in this case, you will get, you have to use tan. Tan 60 degree is equal to AB upon BC. BC तुम्हाला find out करायचं आहे. Tan 60 असतो root 3. So BC is equal to 15 root 3 upon root 3. म्हणून म्हणलं, while doing calculations, use 15 root 3 value. Don't use 25.98. त्रास होईल. Okay, असं करू नका. So 15 meter will be the answer. No doubt you have to write the answer in decimal up to 2 decimal places. But while using that value, use 15 root 3. Much better. Is this clear? Question कळलाय सगळ्यांना? We'll do the question number 10 now. Two vertical poles are on either side of a road. Okay, a 30-meter long ladder is placed between two poles. If I draw the diagram here, let's say this is pole P1. Let us call this as AB. Okay, and let's have another pole P2. Let's call this as PQ or CD, whatever. CD man, chala, CD. Okay, whatever. And obviously they are placed on ground. So this is horizontal is a ground, right? आता हे दोन पोल obviously same height चे आहेत का? The 30-meter long ladder is placed between the two poles. When the ladder rests against one pole, it makes angle of 32 degrees 24 minutes with the pole. And when it is turned with the pole is very important. This is neither angle of elevation nor angle of depression. With the pole म्हणजे with the vertical, जसं आपण angle of incidence आणि angle of reflection घेतो physics मध्ये तसं. So if this is the pole, ladder will rest along the hypotenuse. This is the angle which is given to you. Do you understand? Meaning, okay. And when it is turned to the rest, to rest against another pole, it makes an angle of 32 degrees 24 minutes with the road. म्हणजे आधी हाई ladder आहे. Let me draw the ladder with let's say black. So नाहीये तेच सांगतोय. काहीच नाहीये. Neither angle of elevation nor angle of depression. That is what I am saying. तेच तर महत्त्वाचं आहे. ऐका. सेकंड अँगल ऑफ एलिव्हेशन आहे. तर हा असा आहे अँगल. तर हा पोल P2 आहे तो छोटा आहे. So when you raise this ladder here, okay, so in the first case this is 32 degrees 24 minutes. Do you understand? Angle between the pole and the ladder म्हणले त्यांनी. And when you rest it with the another pole, this is the angle which is 32 degrees. हा रोड आहे ना खालचा, बीडी जो आहे तो रोड आहे आणि आपण ह्याला पॉइंटला काय म्हणूया, एम म्हणूया. चला, समजतंय? पॉइंट. The ladder at the base is not moved. Ladder is only like this, असं आणि असं, लेफ्ट किंवा राईट असं इन्क्लाइन केली फक्त त्यांनी. Now this angle in the second case is 32 degrees 24 minutes with the road म्हणलंय त्यांनी. So this is angle of elevation in second case. In the first case, this is neither angle of elevation nor angle of depression. Okay, you can find out its complementary angle, then it will be angle of elevation. But I don't think you need to find it. गरज नाहीये तुम्हाला ते find out करायची. So what you have to find? Calculate the width of road. So basically you have to find BM and then you have to add it to DM and you get width of road as BD. Do it. Chala. 30 meter long hai ladder. Ladder length is given in both the cases, obviously. Do it. Chalo. समजलं मी काय म्हणतोय? सो हे बघा, साइन ऑफ 32 degrees 24 minutes you can find out from the table is equal to perpendicular upon base, म्हणजे perpendicular upon hypotenuse, म्हणजे BM upon AM. समजते का मी काय म्हणतोय ते? ओके, सो नाउ यू गेट AM, BM is equal to AM म्हणजे 30 into sin 32 degrees 24 minutes. सांगा किती येते? हे जास्त सोपं आहे ना, मल्टिप्लिकेशन करणं कधीही सोपं डिव्हिजन पेक्षा. किती येते sin 32 degrees 24 minutes व्हॅल्यू? 0.5358. ओके, मल्टिप्लाय करा, सांगा मला BM किती आलं. 30 into 0.5358. Do it.
1.607.
1 point नाही, 16 point deal काहीतरी. 16 point 0.074. बर, 16.074 meter. Okay, this is BM. Now here again you have to use 32 degrees 24 minutes. पण आता काय आहे त्याचा ना कॉम्प्लिमेंटरी अँगल घ्या. Again that will be easy. So what is the complementary angle? 90 degree minus 32 degrees 24 minutes, which happens to be 57 degrees 36 minutes.
तर किती डिग्री आणि 60 मिनिट जायचं असतं, म्हणजे सपोज आपल्याकडे होल नंबर असेल डिग्री
59.
59 डिग्री आहे.
59 डिग्री नाही, मिनिट्स. सी नाही, 60 घ्यायचं. 59 नाही रे, 90 मिनिट्स म्हणजे 89 डिग्रीज 60 मिनिट्स असं घ्यायचं. मी डायरेक्ट केलंय, हे बरोबर आहे. 57 डिग्रीज 36 मिनिट्स. यू कॅन डू दिस. तुम्हाला पाहिजे असेल तर सांगतो. 90 डिग्रीज कॅन बी रिटन ॲज 89 डिग्रीज. ओके, 89 डिग्रीज 60 minutes minus 32 degrees 24 minutes. So 60 minus 24 होतात 36 आणि हे होतात 57. So 57 degrees 36 minutes होतात. Now in second triangle again you can use sine. मी मुद्दाम म्हणून सांगतोय. So sine of 57 degrees 36 minutes is equal to perpendicular upon hypotenuse, that is DM upon CM. आपल्याला DM पाहिजे. So DM is equal to 30 into sine of 57 degrees 36 minutes. सांगा किती येते?
0.8536.
30 into 0.8536. Okay, do the calculations and tell me how much is it in meters. This is DM.
25.
How much is it?
25.28.
Huh? 25.608. Okay, so add kara 16.074 plus 25.608. Can you tell me what is the addition? And round it off to second decimal in meters. That will be the width of the road. 41.682. So it should be 41.68 meter. That's so ठीक है असू दे आता काय okay समजले. Okay, in this way you have to see why did we use this angle instead of the angle of elevation? Because if you use angle of elevation, you would use cos, and that will give division, and division is very difficult to do, and that's why we found out the complementary angle and we use the multiplication instead. That will be simpler that way. Anyways, all right. Okay, let's do question number 12 now. Okay, a man stands 9 meters away from a flagpole. So let's say this is the flagpole and he stands 9 meters away from the flagpole. So let us call the flagpole as AB and this as C. He observes that angle of elevation of the top of the pole is 28 degrees. So this is 28 degrees. Angle ACB is 28 degrees. And the angle of depression of the bottom of the pole is 13 degrees. Okay, म्हणजे काय? A man stands 9 away from a flagpole. He observes that angle of elevation of the top of the pole is 20 degrees and the angle of depression of the bottom of the pole is 13 degrees. म्हणजे काय? पोल खाली पण आहे असा. तो कुठे थांबलाय माहित नाही. He must be standing on some raised platform or something like that. आणि बॉटम ऑफ द पोल जो आहे त्याचं डिस्टन्स आहे अँगल ऑफ डिप्रेशन आहे 13 डिग्रीज. ओके, हा डायग्राम काढणंच थोडस वेगळं आहे. सो दिस इज 13 डिग्रीज. सो लेट अस कॉल दिस बॉटम एज डी. आर यू गेटिंग दिस? कॅल्क्युलेट द हाईट ऑफ द पोल. सो बेसिकली हे 9 मीटर दिलेलं आहे. यू डोंट हॅव टू थिंक मच. यू हॅव टू यूज टॅन. ओके, सो टॅन मध्ये काय येणार आहे? एबी फर्स्ट ट्रायंगल मध्ये येणार आहे tan 28 degrees is equal to AB upon BC. So you have to find AB. So tan 28 find out kara. So AB will be 9 into tan 28. Okay, find tan 28 from the table. So 9 into 0.5317. Okay, do the calculations. 9 into 0.5317. You will get AB. 4.7853 meter. Okay, keep it as it is. Now we will find out BD. Same thing. Tan 13 degree is equal to BD upon BC. So again, BD is going to be BC into tan 13. म्हणजे 9 into tan 13. 9 into tan 13 is 0.2309. 0.2309. Multiply by 9, you will get the answer. Perpendicular upon base, just tan. How much is it?
6.86 meters.
नाही ह्याची व्हॅल्यू सांगा मला.
Sir, 2.0781.
2.0781 meter. Now height of the tower. Yeah, height of the tower, or not tower, sorry, flagpole, whatever, flagpole is equal to AD, that is AB plus BD, that is AB plus BD. That is 4.7853 plus 2.0781. So it happens to be how much? 6.8634 meter. So 34 you can neglect or you can omit. So the final answer should be 6.86 meter. That's all. Okay, so this is how you have to do it. काय आहे या क्वेश्चन मध्ये हा क्वेश्चन कळतच नाही म्हणून मी हा घेतला. आहे सोपा पण कशी डायग्राम काढायची आहे तेच कळत नाही. त्यांनी द्यायला पाहिजे होतं की दी मॅन स्टँड्स 9 मीटर अवे. नुसता अवे दिले त्यांनी पण तो एका प्लॅटफॉर्मवर उभा आहे हा मॅन, हे कोण देणार आहे? हे दिलेलंच नाहीये. So you have to assume कि he is because otherwise he will not get angle of depression. How is that, right? Or maybe त्याची हाईट एवढी जास्ती आहे की त्याला अँगल ऑफ डिप्रेशन 13 डिग्री मिळालेला आहे. असं आपण अज्युम करू शकतो. समथिंग लाईक दॅट. इज दॅट ओके? समजतंय? राईट? ऑल राईट. So I'll again explain the short examples from the textbook and we will continue. The length of the shadow of a vertical tower on level ground increases by 10 meter. Increase दिलेला आहे तुम्हाला. It's not absolute. When the altitude of the sun changes from 45 degrees to 30 degrees, calculate the height of the tower correct to 2 decimal places. म्हणजे काय आहे? So this is the tower. AB is the tower. Now the length of the shadow increases by 10 meters. म्हणजे काय? Originally when the sun was here, for example, the angle of inclination was 45 degrees, the length of shadow was small. As the sun receded, sun thoda sa khali gela, the angle of altitude, angle of elevation decreased. It became 30 degrees, and in that process the length of the shadow increased. So what you have to do is find the height of the tower, correct up to 2 decimals. So height of the tower la आपल्याला AB आहे. You can call this as H. Usually what I do is I take BC as X and AB as H. You can see easily that in smaller triangle height and X are same. Why? Because it is 45 degrees. It's a very standard thing to note this. If you get 45 degrees, it's very, very simple to use tan and get the height that is the perpendicular and base with the same value. So BC is equal to AB. हे तर सगळ्यांना कळालं असेल. Now you will take the larger right angle triangle. Okay, larger right angle triangle. You have angle of elevation as 30. This is X. This is also as X. So tan 30 is AB upon BD. That is 1 upon root 3 is equal to AB upon BD. So BD is equal to AB root 3. So since BD is minus BC is equal to DC. Okay, कारण आपल्याला DC माहिती आहे 10 meter. So AB root 3 minus AB is equal to 10. So if you take AB common, here it starts. This is important. Okay, इथनं तुम्हाला आठवत असेल रॅशनलाइज आपण जे करतो 9th स्टँडर्ड ते येतं इथे. That's why we learned rationalization in 9th standard. Okay, त्याचा उपयोग आहे. So if you take AB common, you get AB into root 3 minus 1 is equal to 10. So AB is equal to 10 upon root 3 minus 1. So there are two ways to do this. You can substitute the value of root 3 minus 1. So you get 0.732 and you divide 10 by 0.732, you get 13.66. You can choose to do this. But if you don't, then you have to rationalize. So the rationalizing factor here happens to be root 3 plus 1. So you multiply the numerator and denominator by root 3 plus 1. I need not tell you this. तुम्हाला 9वी आठवायला पाहिजे आता. आणि you get in the denominator a minus b, a plus b is a square minus b square. आठवते का हे सगळं? So root 3 चा square आहे 3, 1 चा square आहे 1. So you get 2 in the denominator. In the numerator you get 10 into 2.732 upon 2. This will be 27.32 upon 2, which is nothing but 13.66. I personally think rationalization is always better. maybe थोड़ा सा वेळ लागतो, पण आन्सर चुकत नाही. डिव्हिजन हे जे डिव्हिजन आहे ते जास्त अवघड आहे असं मला वाटतं रॅशनलायझेशन पेक्षा. आय होप दिस इज क्लिअर. इज इट क्लिअर?
सर मल्टिप्लिकेशन सोपं पडतं.
Multiplication is always better than division. Yes. Okay, this is also an important question. Now, see, we are entering a territory where we have two right angle triangles in one question. Okay, जो मगाशी आपण केला तसं म्हणजे तो टॉवर वाला जो होता फ्लॅग पोल वाला तसं. Okay, now you will almost always get two right angle triangles in one question. Okay, and you have to draw them aptly. असे वेगवेगळे नाही काढायचे, सिच्युएशन रिप्रेझेंट करणारे काढायचे. समजतंय? अँड ऑब्झर्वर ऑन द टॉप ऑफ अ क्लिफ, म्हणजे हा जो ए आहे हा ऑब्झर्वर आहे. दिस इज द ऑब्झर्वर. Cliff which is 200 meter above the sea level observes the angles of depression of the two ships to be 45 degrees and 30 degrees. So obviously one should note that when the ship is closer to the observation tower, the angle of is greater. आता एक लक्षात घ्या, हे कुणी ऑब्झर्व केलेलं आहे? ऑब्झर्वरनी. सो दीज आर अँगल्स ऑफ डिप्रेशन. सो फ्रॉम द ऑब्झर्वर you have to draw a very thin line which represents the horizontal, and when the angle of depression is 45 degrees, the ship is closer. That is nothing but angle of elevation. But angle of elevation तुम्ही हे जर दाखवलं नाही, again I am repeating this, I have seen these mistakes over and over since so many years. मी सांगून सांगून दमलो तरीही सेम मिस्टेक्स होतात. मला माहित नाही का, तुम्ही ऐकत नाही का, एका कानाने ऐकून दुसऱ्या कानाने सोडून देता, मला माहित नाही. मी बघणार आहे हे मिस्टेक्स. आय एम टेलिंग यू दिस. मी ऍटलीस्ट 50% मुलांमध्ये हे मिस्टेक्स बघतो, हे दाखवतच नाही. आणि हे करून बघा तुम्ही स्कूलमध्ये, तुम्हाला 0 देतील टीचर, 0 देतील. तुम्ही म्हणाल नाही सर मी डायग्राम काढून आलोय, मी तर अँगल ऑफ हे दाखवले होते 30-40. अरे पण इथे अँगल ऑफ डिप्रेशन दिलंय. कोण दाखवणार अँगल ऑफ डिप्रेशन? अँगल ऑफ डिप्रेशन दाखवा. You also know that even everybody knows that these angles are same because they are alternate interior angles. Everybody knows, your teachers examiner also knows this, but they don't want you to draw only this. They want to see the angles of depression. Is this clear? मी खूप वेळा सांगतोय पण तरीही ह्या चुका मला दिसतात पेपर चेक करताना. I don't want you to do these mistakes. हे बघा, चुका करण्यात प्रॉब्लेम नाहीये, रिपीट चुका केल्या ना तर मग त्याला कोणीच मदत नाही करू शकत. ओके, डोंट रिपीट द मिस्टेक्स. ओके, दॅट इज बॅड. एनिवेज, सो when the angle of depression is 45 degrees, here it is 45. When the angle of depression is 30 degrees, here it is 30. करेक्ट आहे? ऑल राईट. सो व्हॉट यू विल डू नाव, आपल्याला काय फाइंड आउट करायचं आहे? फाइंड द डिस्टन्स बिटवीन द शिप्स इफ द शिप्स आर on the same side of the cliff. So हा question 1 जो आहे, हा case 1 जो आहे, case 1 is on the same side of the cliff. एकाच side ला आहेत ते. So this is ship 1, this is ship 2. Okay, so again I tell you this is 200. Obvious. 45 degrees tan वापरा, so you'll get BC as 200 meter. अरे if AB is 200, BC is also 200, कारण tan है ना, tan 45 is 1. So perpendicular and base are same. Now in second triangle, in triangle ABD, okay, tan 30 is equal to AB upon BD, that is 1 upon root 3 is equal to 200 upon BD. So BD is equal to 200 root 3, that is 200 into 1.732, which is 346.4 meter. Okay, 346.4 meter. So distance between the ships will be CD. Okay, now you can see that BD is equal to BC plus CD, right? Therefore CD is equal to BD minus BC. So you can directly subtract and the answer is easy, 146.4 meter. आता second case मध्ये you don't have to solve anything. Don't solve again. That will be a waste of time. Everything is going to be the same. बीसी आणि बीडीचे काही व्हॅल्यू थोडीच बदलणार आहेत आपल्याला, नाहीच बदलणार ना. यू जस्ट हॅव टू ऍड देम बिकॉज the two ships are on the opposite side of the cliff, and hence you will just add these values 200 plus 346.4 and you will get the answer. Is this clear? समजतंय मी काय म्हणतोय ते?
Yes, sir.
Okay, that's all. So एक्झाम मध्ये म्हणजे समजा कुठला जरी समजा एक पार्ट आला, लेट्स से on the opposite side, then obviously you have to find it from scratch. Okay, chalo, next one. A man on the top of a vertical observation tower observes a car moving at a uniform rate. Oh, mark this, very, very important. Why? You will come to know. Moving at a uniform speed, we never deal with speed in trigonometry. We always deal with distances and angles in trigonometry. So basically you have to use that old formula, speed is equal to distance upon time. Okay, coming directly towards it. Uniform speed ahe, म्हणजे there is no acceleration or acceleration is 0. If it takes 12 minutes for the angle of depression to change from 30 degrees to 45 degrees, how soon after this will the car reach the observation tower? Quite difficult to understand. नक्की काय त्यांना म्हणायचंय बघा नीट. हो, डायग्राम इज सिमिलर. सो दिस इज द डायग्राम. ओके, हा टॉवर आहे, दिस इज द ऑब्झर्वर. ओके, सिमिलर डायग्राम. सो इनिशियली द कार वॉज ॲट सी and it was coming towards the tower with a uniform speed. Then the car reached point D. Initially, the angle of depression was 30 degrees and the angle of elevation and finally when the car reached point D, the angle of depression was 45 degrees. Okay, is this clear? Now you have to convert this into distance. कसा केलाय ते बघा. काय केलंय बघा. Let the speed of the car be x meter per minute. Why meter per minute? This is very odd.
12 minutes.
हा, कारण त्यांनी टाइम मिनिट्स मध्ये दिले आणि डिस्टन्स टॉवरचा आपल्याला मीटर मध्ये फाइंड आउट करायचं. करू शकता तुम्ही, बट वाय टू डू दिस ना. नाही ना, मिनिट्स मध्ये टाइम दिलेलं आहे ना, मग सेकंड्स वापरूच नका ना. वाय टू इंट्रोड्यूस सेकंड्स? सोपं जाईल तुम्हाला. सो अँड इट विल टेक टी मिनिट्स टू रीच द ऑब्झर्वेशन टॉवर. तर बघा, सीडी कसं आलं बाबा हे? डिस्टन्स इक्वल टू टाइम इंटू स्पीड. हाऊ मच टाइम डज इट टेक फ्रॉम सी टू डी? 12 मिनिट्स. आणि स्पीड किती आहे? एक्स मीटर पर मिनिट. त्यामुळे हे मिनिट कॅन्सल होता. त्यामुळे डिस्टन्स सीडी येणार आहे 12x मीटर डायरेक्टली. डू यू अंडरस्टँड? नंतर फ्रॉम डी टू बी इट टेक्स टी मिनिट्स. टी मिनिट्स. So x speed is same, speed is not going to change. So dB will be tx meter. Now we will use the smaller triangle ABD in which tan is given. Tan 45 is equal to height of tower AB upon BD. So that is h upon tx is equal to 1. So h is equal to tx. This is a very common thing. By now you must have understood काय चाललंय ते. In larger triangle ABC, right? Tan 30 is equal to height of tower AB upon the base BC, right? So you get h upon 12x plus tx is equal to tan 30. Tan 30 happens to be 1 upon root 3. Okay, so हे values सगळे substitute करा. You can take x common from the denominator. X gets cancelled. समजलंय? म्हणून हे फार महत्वाचं आहे. म्हणून आपल्याला स्पीडची गरजच नाहीये. येस, वी कॅन फाइंड आउट, बट डोंट वरी, वी डोंट नीड टू फाइंड आउट. सो नाउ क्रॉस मल्टीप्लाय, यू गेट √3t is equal to 12 plus t. That is √3t minus t is equal to 12. So t into bracket √3 minus 1 is equal to 12. Again rationalize. हे त्यांनी डायरेक्ट आन्सर काढलंय. If you want to, otherwise 12 upon 0.732 करा. You will get the answer. Obviously that time will be in minutes, कारण आपण ओरिजिनली मिनिट्स मध्येच घेतलो. ओके, म्हणून हा क्वेश्चन थोडा इम्पॉर्टंट आहे. जस्ट रिमेंबर, we don't deal with speed and time in trigonometry. If you have to if you have time and speed in your question, always convert those into distance using the good old formula. 0.732. नाही वरती येणार ना मग पॉझिटिव्ह. नाही नेगेटिव्ह नाही येणार. कसे 3 - 1 अरे √3 is 1.732.
सर तिकडं रॅशनलायझेशन केलं तर
You can do rationalization if you want. You can do rationalization, no problem. Again, I'm telling you, it's up to you. Okay, next question is also very important. Please try to understand. हा पण very important लिहा. Okay, because हा क्वेश्चन कळणं म्हणजे बेसिकली कळणंच फार महत्वाचं आहे. पहिली गोष्ट. So the angle of elevation of a stationary cloud from a point 25 meter above a lake is 30 degrees and the angle of depression of its reflection in the lake is 60 degrees. What is the height of the cloud above the lake level? Okay, म्हणजे काय त्यांनी काय दिले नीट लक्ष द्या. आता हा लेक आहे. समजा मी इथे डायग्राम काढतो वेगळं. इथे हा लेक आहे. This is the water surface of the lake. So this is the lake. This is the depth of the lake. समजतंय? आणि cloud is somewhere here. इकडे कुठेतरी cloud आहे. This is the cloud. Okay, and the point of elevation of the cloud from a point above the lake which is 25 meter above the lake. तो आहे point P. तिथनं cloud C चा जो angle of elevation आहे that is 30 degrees. समजतंय काय चाललंय? Not from the surface of the lake. And तो तुम्ही इथनं घेतला. आता गंमत बघा. The mirror image, mirrorचा problem. So the distance between the cloud and the lake surface is same as the distance between the lake surface and the reflection of the cloud in the lake. Plane mirror चे properties, distance between the object and the mirror is same as distance between the image and the object, right? So this is how it is. And from the same point, the angle of depression of the reflection of the lake, reflection of the cloud in the lake is 60 degrees. त्यामुळे हा 60 आलेला आहे. समजतंय? So now you get this right triangle PEC and another right triangle PED. So let us say the height of the cloud above the lake surface be h meter. बघा काय म्हणतोय मी. So this will be same as the reflection. Now it is interesting to note that CE is going to be h minus 25 meter and ED is going to be h plus 25 meter. हे जर कळलं तुम्हाला तर मग बाकी सगळं सोपं आहे. समजतंय का काय चाललंय? CF H आहे पण त्याच्यामध्ये PQ म्हणजेच EF 25 आहे. तर PCE किती यायला पाहिजे? H minus 25 यायला पाहिजे ना. हे समजलं पाहिजे तुम्हाला. तसंच FD H आहे आणि EF 25 आहे. मग ED किती यायला पाहिजे? EF plus FD म्हणजे H plus 25 मीटर. हे जर कळलं तर पुढचं ट्रिग्नोमेट्री खूप सोपं आहे. आता आपण बघूया ट्रिग्नोमेट्री मध्ये काय केलं. सो tan 30 यूज करा इन स्मॉलर ट्रायंगल. दिस ट्रायंगल CEP. tan 30 is equal to CE upon PE. Okay, so 1 upon √3 is equal to H minus 25 upon PE. So P is equal to √3 into bracket H minus 25. This is statement 1. Similarly, you have to use tan 60 is equal to ED upon PE. That is H plus 25 upon PE, right? So cross multiply kara. PE will be H plus 25 upon √3. आता बघा if in both the equations you have PE on the left hand side. So can you equate these two? Of course you can equate. Cross multiply kara, you will get 3 into bracket H minus 25 is equal to H plus 25. So bring H on the one side, you get 2H is equal to 75 plus 25, 100. So 2H is equal to 100. This means H is equal to 15. So what is the height of the cloud above the lake level? 50 meter. Is this correct? समजलंय का सगळ्यांना काय केलं आपण? Right? This is one of the important problems. Okay, easy आहे पण तुम्हाला इमॅजिन व्हायला पाहिजे ते काय होतंय.